You touch on the security aspect.
Yes, yeah.
Mawoma.
Yeah.
Ni melbekeri ni it is unfortunate.
Yeah.
For any country.
To go.
They can do that total.
Yeah.
Ni faro thing. But all we are concerned about Gambia.
Gambia.
But ni melbekeri thing. Ngalong abe happen can do that because I'm very familiar with what is happening all over the world.
Yeah.
But then I'm concerned about my own country. What a damage.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing, Duruja, I don't know whether you or Duruja mentioned about this community policy. Me, I am in for this community policy.
Yeah.
It's very important because Nim Faro Bay, most of them near Jube are Keta Nyame.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Keta Nyame. Wala munyintiko mo mele alongo ida wujal. Nimuna wujaleti, tenin sonkata, or out of jealousy, or nimuna boyfriend leti. O nimuna teneti ya understand o nindo korole duntan tema ay kodo falimo or something double money doubling nkari poto men soto most of these things you can know normal wala you can know far how can we stop that or how can we detect that quickly and prevention is better than curing through community policy. Ninga community policy in soto.
Yeah.
Dulal ni sonko kumasira o kudo bekeri mol tema. They can detect it quickly. And they can intervene ko nyim ila temo mandia. O nyin teri man nindongol melbita kan nyola ting. There is a problem. But ni wo tije jamin police the police commandila for police wale na mo aka time tal. So in that aspect I support the police to think of having community policing. Among the community policing, one thing for Ambije, we are thinking of, having numbers. Yeah, emergency numbers. Police only enter emergency numbers over like 911. No,
112. Yeah, 112 is that.
If you are living within Manjai, you be answer within. You tell them in Manjai. Manjai police be answer in that area. If you are living in Saraji police station.
But the police have all the resources. The resources.
No, but I'm telling you what we are working on.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Good.
Because Rome was not built in a day.
No.
When they catch up, then the Kujama Menjeka, Harini Highway.
No.
But Alay Mol Marco B. Momo Nata Gambia, people are admiring Gambia.
Definitely.
I'm not turning up for me.
That's true.
So the idea, let us not underrate the main discourse content.
No.
Because idea can develop things.
Yeah.
Security can they listen different ideas. Moral finance they listen different ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, understand.
Yeah.
So until we make catch and things like this security aspect in community policy,
it's very important.
Police only will introduce a bit more mark.
Okay,
ning robbery member carry like robbery. Robbery war police right now police they have created a joint operation. Okumazera already. Police, army, the police, army, and in immigration. Will be tell the patrol sign. Throughout 4 nights, day and night sign. Wokumasira ngamira a few days ago. Joint operation be kala dulal to tari. Ibajela ko ni hani more than 10 chocho siara. They can stop and find out. Aboko do the for what is happening. Can we help you? What's going on?
Yeah.
Somebody might come and say, Nini lebe sonka can take. Then they will know that there is a problem there.
Yeah.
Then he said, Nima walking. Nima ofo. They can also from there. Near modo je me looking suspicious. Ya nyininka ila suppose munye bije. Can I see your bag? Maybe you can see a knife or you can see a pistol or something else. Will be seizing all those things. You are helping the community. Because might be war near Tara in an isolated area. I must hold and in telephone or other man telephone sort. I see what threat you know. About for a call, don't must telephone.
Yeah, and that's what they do.
He will give it to him at Ivory. So, by detecting all those things, this is what the police have come up with. This joint operation is going to be throughout.
Okay.
They have started a few days ago. I don't know, 3-4 days ago.
That's good.
Ibajelal is going throughout and don't be surprised they stop you. You come from here, they stop you. Miss, can I see what is in your bag?
I can't stop that. But that is very, no, but that is good. I have so much respect for law enforcement. No, I have so much.
Baro is harassing.
No, I have so much respect for law enforcement.
To be tolerant.
Yes.
Now we give the security for an okay.
Yeah.
Ini aje nyimbe keda. Polisol watu tambita polisol beri la ka isilanta. Yalo munatin. Ika silang ikane tu mindiko yen harass. We have seen people beating the police officers recently. People slapping police officers.
Very unfortunate.
Immigrations.
Yeah.
Woman
Is that right?
No.
Is he hanging okay in other places, Mali or in Senegal?
No,
that's
that's
that
wrong.
more you slapping.
That's
that
wrong.
day you regret it.
That's
but
wrong.
what happen kanja? More police can more stop. Get out. I have seen that.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
I am driving behind the police stop. I can't go think.
That's wrong.
Behavior have to change.
Yes, that is true.
Definitely.
If you are blaming modo like security, tending to let Anganyo Bunya, Nini ala uniform I meant do. A man to call for himself. He's doing it to protect us. Abelor in Siloka. Here I stop. Stop.
This exercise I mean for police or minister is very important.
Banko Ning Chine, another up to Ning democracy. Because the old Bakolako is democracy. It's my right. Left of men.
No, that is totally wrong.
I told you to more educate. Is your Allah responsibility journalist. A man can go baro every day in the studio. Is baro. No, you educate the community. More to behave like Gambian movement be dokola. Will be security member supermarket. Will be dokola.
Even 40 million been told so in total public relations I think when you mean for thing, it's very important. I think, to be honest, respect for law enforcement is paramount.
Definitely.
But also empowering them. Any exercise mean for Natra police only start. This is laudable. But will they have the resources to do it? Because I mean resources, because community workale. I mean police will meet the motor da mante. Police will meet ikagile dinu police will naikang. Because you are not offending police or you have no police case for another government. Well, police will be police overpowered.
Yes.
So they need to have transportation, but they also need to have resources.
Exactly.
Because we also should secure our police officers. Because
speaking of equipment, but then we'll discuss that. We don't want to say that. What we have, I mean, advisors, there was a time, I think few months back, you saw us advisors meeting the inspector.
IGP, yes, yeah.
We met him and we discussed about different issues.
Okay.
Various issues may be protection. We discussed about disarming our police.
Okay.
Is among that, we put that across. We think it's a good idea. But for now, we have to put into consideration. Follow. Model BJ near dealer.
They are trigger happy.
Yeah.
Anybody,
I wanted to say, yes, they can
beat chemo.
Yeah, and that's not,
We train them.
Yeah.
That's what we told, during our meetings, we came into conclusion, follow, training was Janibe arms dealer, distributor.
Exactly.
Let's train them. Yeah. Otherwise, you will hear every day, police will carry suit, or police carry a step. Then that will come straight to Barrow. They will not say police, they will say Barrow be more lipa. So that's why we are working on that process. A man jarring our phone, the police are working very hard to make sure that they protect the people. Pistol be armed be sorola, pepper spray be sorola, and in Kujama they are going to have that.
So
I remember it's important to tell the public.
Because
information it can be very important, but it just gives people
peace of what is about. Because something is wrong. So what is government doing to alleviate the situation in Bangkok and the more price high and like I said, tax waivers will be businessman only. I saw there. This is something that government is doing.
Let me tell you. Malon for ya kalamuta for people like Hamidou Jah and in Korean Dole, they are involved in this agricultural rice growing side.
Yeah.
Malon for
meet
the president, meet the people's store. Wo faro ni tata je ni mol sonta Gambia no sonta ka doko kije. Within 1 year, jang in this country. Ma foko onte mano orala bari abitalala bad. Ado imda manti. Koreanol nata. They are all involved. Will be involved.
No, our fan have been doing it for so long now.
Up to you, Ara.
Exactly.
More Jama, they are involved. Left a walla. I know the process is slow because I start sign.
Yeah.
If within short time, Kafoko sign, everything is correct. Because time all Jani be feel be clear la sign thing. If they are up to Tamba Sansa. Dol be out, dol be dulal dol. Will be farol be dokuka, mano be. How many you are already started? Yala manoje. 1,900 you can get it in some places. Scientific, we are starting.
Romano mi coming to coming nati like riback.
Those are not
Romano mi nata ya riback. Akole wafi wale mansa kundaye min confessional minister from India. They gave it to Yona and Hamidou Jah and others. So mansa kundaye ko ya tala. Yona is selling it 9,900. Jah fanambake ko ka riback, but that rice came.
Origin India,
yes, and government layer for ya tala. Yes. Ha, fanana mano we but you mean India.
And also another point. I think it's a great idea because we have even taken steps. But that was what I was saying. We have opportunities in Spain and in Saudi. Why don't we look for grants?
Yeah.
For example, the Africa Development Bank will be willing to sponsor something like that because they are in for food security. Even World Bank. Or we can even look
from our own resources. From our own resources, yeah.
Take 1,000 young people. They are willing to be trained. They are willing to go through the process. The whole idea of Hamidou Jah is a fantastic idea. I don't have a problem because in the end, but it's also giving monopoly to one individual. Competition. Social democrat. I like providing welfare for people. I like to make sure competition is a market. It's a price bejila. It's a fun people consumer level enjoy. If possible, bring this to cabinet through EBA President Advisor Menako. Instead of looking at one or two businessmen, I do understand giving these loans for now or giving these projects, you need to look at someone who can deliver. But why can't we bring in experts? For example, Nerika introduced Gambia. It was the same process. They brought in experts, they trained our people, bring in young people, give them seed money, give them grants, take them through the chairman, for example, chairman horticultural alia rice production KJ. You do fish farming, for example. You do a lot of these things. I can tell you, Gambia has one resource we don't even know. Is the River Gambia.
Yeah.
River Gambia, if you start from the Bolonko, well, it's Bolonko called, you know. Ninga irrigation system correct in Bangkok. We can farm year round.
Exactly.
If northern Nigeria is doing it, desert all from BJ. Why can't we do it?
We can do it.
And secondly, about the security issue, we must look at the security sector reform, SSR. We have been singing about it, but the process has been very slow.
Yeah.
I've seen workshops, I've seen DCAF here, I've seen IDA here. It's not going to, every single day a workshop is being held in this country. Every single day, know it or not. But what is the outcome? How are we impacting the people that we are representing? How are we having impact on the day-to-day lives of the people? Once we are able to have security sector reform, it can in training them of police officers. It can education of training police officers. That is what will assess if there is a need assessment based by Kala 4. It is important for police whole arm because you guys are advisors, but you are not experts in security. You have not done a need-based assessment to know for Gambia is because some of us are traumatized when it comes to issues of security, men being armed in this country. So how do you balance that? So we'll be a question of men in Yantaji. Thirdly, the drugs that are coming into this country. I've seen the drug law enforcement agencies doing a good job.
This new director,
but look at the Kabri court. Someone who has brought drugs in worth millions, samba court, fine $500,000. So what is the point? Because we need to look at the legislations. Do you know even Kush in this country? There is no legislation that covers Kush. And Kush is the biggest drug affected. Sponsor private member bills. Talk to parliamentarians. In the constitution. Everybody being tried on Kush or other drugs, it can be tried marijuana or marijuana charges. These are things I know because I've had training with Drug Law Enforcement Agency and empower the institutions we have in this country so that we will be able to tackle some of these things. The drugs we're having is having a direct impact on the rise of crime in this country.
Yeah.
Because it is impacting a lot of people and causing a lot of psychological issues. And funding I'm a youth counselor. I deal with young people every single day. Just 2 months ago, I had a program called Campe Outreach, where I'm funding to different campuses in KMC. If you see what drugs, and jail and Drug Law Enforcement Agency partner, if you see what drugs are doing in this country, and unfortunately, the regulations are unfortunate because our borders are porous. It comes back to security. The only time they get caught is when there's a tip-off. So these are all issues. But these are things where they will have direct impact and beneficial positioning
on all of us.
For all of us.
Yeah.
So
that's why we be discussing about them. And your platform here is very important.
Yeah.
Unless you misuse it. Make it a UDP platform. You cannot, Gambian cannot.
This man.
Gambian cannot benefit. But this is a very important platform. Whereby you can educate the Gambian. They can get ideas. People can develop.